got a little sprinkle out here, but that isn't dampening our enthusiasm. I got Mark here from the Cook County Clerk's office, and I got to talk to you, Mark. Why should people vote? I mean, I know that there's a lot of viewers out there that maybe over years and years have never voted. Maybe why is this the first year that they really should do it?
So I've been doing this a long time, and I certainly hear people say that their vote doesn't matter. And when they say that, I ask them about what issue matters to them. And whatever issue that they care about, there's a direct connection between that issue and how we cast our ballots on Election Day. And if you just look back on American history, like American Revolution, the Civil Rights Movement, women's suffrage, those struggles are all based around the fact that who votes and who represents us really, really matters.
All right, so all morning long, and that's a great answer, by the way. We got Tara, we got Nick, and we got Brian from the office as well. Normally, I'm the one approaching people at 6 in the morning to talk. I'm sure we're going to find some people, but I've been hearing just out of the corner behind me, a lot of people are already registered to vote. That's a good thing, right?
That's absolutely great. We want people from every community casting ballots. Healthy democracies depend on everybody speaking up. In 2014, only 36% of people voted nationally in this November election for that last midterm, and that doesn't work when 65% of people are on the sidelines.
All right, so obviously people out there are like, okay, I get it. How should I vote now? Or how do I register to vote? Easiest way to do it?
So registering to vote is easier than ever in Illinois. You can go to cookcountyclerk.com and you can register online. You can do it right now. It just takes a few minutes. That's if you got a state ID or driver's license. You can also print off a mailing registration form. We have our office at 69 West. You can go to any suburban municipality, and then we got groups that are all over the city and all over the suburbs trying to find you and convince you that your vote matters.
Democracy doesn't stop because of little rain, does it? No! We're all excited here, folks, from the Cook County Clerk's office, and talking with Mark. And Mark, I got some questions for you, right, about registering to vote. Okay, you ready to go?
I am. I'm ready.
All right, so what if I moved, let's say, since the last election? Do I need to re-register?
You should re-register if you've moved. You can go online to cookcountyclerk.com. It only takes a couple minutes. You'll be knocked out, ready to go.
All right, so what if I or maybe one of my kids or grandkids, they're 17, but they're going to be 18 by Election Day. Can they still register to vote?
So if you're 18 by November 6th, you can register to vote in the coming election.
All right, so what's the easiest way to register to vote?
The easiest way to register to vote is to go online to cookcountyclerk.com and register online. It only takes a couple minutes.
All right, so what about if do I need a photo ID to vote? I know a lot of people think that they absolutely need a photo ID. Do they need one?
Illinois does not require an ID in order to vote. We do have a signature verification process in every precinct and early voting site.
How do I vote twice?
You do not.
Well, what if I really like the candidate?
If you do that, we will find you and we will prosecute you.
That's good to know. Can I get my hands in, even though it's rain? Can I get hands in for democracy? Democracy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Democracy! I'm dressed as whatever founding father you want me to be here this morning. And the reason I'm doing that is because you guys with the Cook County Clerk's office on this National Register to Vote Day, you guys have a big event with the cast of Hamilton, right?
That's right. We're really excited. From 12 to 2 at 18 West Monroe, we'll be registering voters with the cast of Hamilton. So if you're not registered, come on down. It's the most exciting way that I can think of to register for the first time.
Right under the marquee where Hamilton is playing. Now, I got to mention, as I'm dressed like this, it does remind me of the serious fact that, look, when people who dress like this made our Constitution, people that looked like Brian, me, and you were able to vote, but many others were left out of the equation. So, that's obviously a very serious thing. So obviously a lot of people died for the right to vote in this country. And that makes it just more important that if you have that right to vote, to exercise it.
That's right. One of the basic truths of American history is that people who vote have more power than people who don't vote.
So how can people find out more information and make sure that they're registered?
So you can go online right now to cookcountyclerk.com and register to vote online. It only takes a couple minutes.
I'm in founding father garb. Whenever we'll get the attention of people passing on by. We got Nick, we got Tara. They're asking people if they're registered to vote. Many people are. That must be encouraging, Mark, but of course there's still plenty of people out there that need to register, and they need to do it pretty quickly here.
That's right. You can register by October 9th with a paper registration. You can register by October 21st online at cookcountyclerk.com.
And before we go to a few more things, I do want to mention, you should register if you can, but if you just happen to remember this little nugget, and let's say you just forget for some reason, you can show up and vote on the day of the election without registering. You do it on the day of, right?
That's right. The sooner you register, the better, but we got procrastinators covered. You can register and vote at our early voting sites or on Election Day if you bring 2 forms of ID.
All right. And obviously, voting is a civic duty, but you can really even be be more involved. You could be an election judge and make some money on election day. Quickly tell us about that.
Right, so the 4 or 5 people who are working in your polling place on election day make it possible for hundreds of their community members to cast their ballot and be heard. And we pay $200, we got a pay increase for election judges, and $340 for equipment managers who work with our voting equipment.
It's a long day, but it must be a really valuable day for people that end up doing it.
Democracy just doesn't work without them, and that's the truth.
I like that. Democracy doesn't work without them. Democracy doesn't work without you. So please register to vote, whether you're in the city, in Cook County, anywhere here in Illinois, and even people, of course, in Northwest Indiana, wherever you're watching us right now. Make sure that your voice is heard.